And popping. So, man, this is a good topic, y'all, man. So everybody want to know, well, a lot of people want to know, is it their fault that their last relationship failed? Is it your fault? Is it their fault? Whose fault is it? To be honest with y'all, man, anybody can point the finger. You know, I'm not even going to sit here and try to rationalize who's wrong, who's right. I don't even know. I don't know everybody's relationship, right? But I do know this about relationships. You got some people who are saying things like, I was with a monster. This person this and this person that. Them. Then you got some people who start questioning their self and start blaming their self. But I feel like the people who say I was with this monster is them. They need to really, even if it's true that the person you was with was some fucking monster and it was all them, they cheated on you, blah, 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 and you really didn't do nothing, whatever, right? Even if this is true. Let's say even if you was a perfect person, right? Which we know that's a lie, but let's just say you was. And that person did everything. You still have to understand and take from that situation that you picked the wrong type of person. So if you ignore that and you say, oh, it was all them, right? And it may have been for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is you are ignoring the fact that you picked the wrong person. So you might have been wrong or done wrong. They may have been wrong, right? But you still are ignoring the fact that you picked that type of person. You didn't judge their character good enough. So you have to take that into consideration, or you'll be like a lot of people who continuously pick the same type of women and men and continuously get burned over and over and over. Because even if they wasn't wrong, even if they got done wrong and they didn't do wrong as a woman or man, they still did one thing wrong, and that was pick the wrong person. That's the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing. And I know people are going to dip. I know people are going to run from this video, when I say that you picked the wrong person. Because nobody want to hear that. A lot of people, because they don't want to let go of that imprint that they like. They love that imprint. They want to hold on this motherfucking imprint until death. You see what I'm saying? They will never get rid of that imprint. You see? They love that imprint. They want that imprint to be something that it's not. That's why they get mad when you tell them the truth, that you simply picked the wrong person. Am I blaming you? In a way, yeah, because you picked the wrong person. Period. So, like I say, man, you could be a good woman or man, perfect woman or man, but if you're being that to the wrong person, well, then you're still going to get the same results of getting done wrong. No way around it. Don't matter if you was a good woman or man or not. That's why some of the bad women and men who do somebody wrong, should I say, they get treated like gold still. So there's your proof right there. If it's not true, then that means every man or woman that is bad would get treated like shit, right? But that's not the case, right? So let's talk about not only was it your fault, right? You have some people who blame themselves, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Just like it's a good thing and a bad thing acknowledging that it's somebody else's fault too, but it's a bad thing ignoring why you fucked up. See, this is the thing. This is the key of this whole video. Either way, you still got to look at yourself in both aspects, because you're right and wrong. Nobody's perfect. People can get mad and not watch this video all the fuck you want. Nobody's perfect, dog. So you could say, oh, it was all them and I didn't do shit, or you could blame yourself and say it was all you and they didn't do shit. Either way, you're wrong. Both ways, because it was both ways. You was right in some shit, you was wrong in some shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody's perfect. So for all y'all out there blaming yourselves, that person wasn't perfect, man. They probably did a lot of things that made you act a certain way, that made you not be able to give your all. Or maybe you was giving your all and they were still acting certain ways, you know, that made you kind of not want to give your all. And then they try to flip it and say, oh, it's because you do this or that. Not looking at their behavior, man. This is a two-way street, dog. It's a two-way street, man. Don't just blame yourself. It's good that people blame themselves in a way, but not to the point to where they start allowing the person that did them wrong be considered innocent, because now you might end up start liking the enemy, that somebody was actually your enemy, but by you just self blaming yourself, you'll fall right back into the trap of that enemy. That's why a lot of people use this guilt trip shit so they can get away with shit when they wrong. Oh, let me use this guilt trip, try to make it seem like it's their fault, and that's what they do. And you helping them actually by you saying maybe it's just me. Yeah, maybe it is you, but why is it you? See, you might not be that bad at all. It might just be the simple fact that you choose the wrong people, or maybe you need to brush up on a little bit of shit. But some of y'all who are blaming yourselves, that right there lets me know that you actually care, because people who don't care or give a fuck, they don't blame themselves. You know, they never wrong. They don't give a fuck. And even if they are wrong, they're not going to say it or acknowledge it. They don't give a fuck, right? So if a person is kind of like blaming themselves, that lets me kind of know that this person actually tried, you know, in some type of way or something. They feel something. They ain't just like, oh, well, it's all, you know what I mean? It's all them and it's not me and blah, blah, blah. Y'all get the point. Or it's all me and it's not them. Either way, man, I'm here to tell y'all, in relationships, it's both ways, man. You know what I mean? Whether it ended because something you did or they did or whatever, both of y'all did, don't even matter, man. The point is, you need to look at what they did wrong so you can avoid picking those type of people. And then you got to look at yourself and what you did wrong so you can avoid continuing to do those things wrong and avoid being that type of person for somebody. It's both ways. The fact of the matter is it didn't work. It does not matter why it didn't work. You can sit here and beat your head all day long. It's not going to change nothing. You can't change what happened. And if somebody really, really fucking with you, you know, they still would be there trying to fix things. If you are a person wondering what you do wrong, what did you do wrong, I highly doubt that you did some super grimy shit, because it's right there lets me know that you actually care about the person. You wouldn't even give a fuck what you did wrong if you didn't care. Think about it. If I do somebody wrong and I don't care about them, I don't give a fuck what I did wrong. I wouldn't be sitting, it wouldn't be on my conscience like, man, maybe I did something wrong. Damn, this and that. That's somebody who cares about somebody. So that lets me know right there, it can't be all them. Because their care for the person was real. It's not fake, obviously. If it was, they would not give no fuck. Once the relationship was over, they just wouldn't care. But again, it's a good thing that people are acknowledging that maybe it is their fault, because this helps them improve, you know, for the next person. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, do not give people this pass by just saying it was all you. You know what I mean? Because again, people who are real and trying to really ride with you and shit, they overlook a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Now, some things shouldn't be overlooked. I get it. But a lot of that shit be little shit, man. And then y'all break up over something. And then you blaming yourself. And some people already planned to break up from the jump, man. If it was some petty shit, they was already planning to leave, man. Don't nobody leave somebody they care about and really want to be with over petty shit, dog. It had to be something serious. So ask yourself, was it something serious that they so-called left you over? I dig blaming yourself to a certain extent, but not completely. I mean, if you was wrong, then yeah, be an adult about it and say you was wrong. But that person still ain't innocent. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's innocent either way, right? But let's say you was the wrong one, then yeah, you should be an adult about that shit, right? If you was the one that was wrong, you should be an adult about it. You know what I mean? See, it's some things I can't explain because I haven't really done certain things that maybe other people have done. But I do know, like I said before, if somebody is sitting back wondering, maybe it's their fault. That lets me know that that person really cared. So I don't see them doing some super ass grimy shit to a motherfucker because they actually cared. If they did not, the moment that shit was over, they would not be sitting back wondering, what did I wonder what I did. People who don't give a fuck, once they done dealing with you, they not sitting back wondering what the fuck they did. They don't give a fuck. They go on to the next and they find another victim. They on to the next with another victim, man. They have no conscience, no conscience, no gift, no care in the world. You know what I'm saying? So back to the other shit. The people who blame it on everybody else. This is a problem. This is a problem too, because now you are ignoring the shit you may have done wrong. Even if a woman cheats on me, I'm still going to look at shit I done wrong in the relationship. I'm not saying that I made her cheat. Now people are going to say, oh, you could make somebody cheat. Bullshit. She would have just left. If I was that bad, she would have left. She wouldn't have cheated, right? That's facts, man. Man, that is facts. Nobody just, even if a woman cheats on me, right? To me, a lot of people are going to say, you caused that. Or a man cheats on you. People are going to say, you caused that. That's why they did it. Or you might even say, you might start believing it. But I'm telling you right now, if you was so bad, they would have just left, man. People cheat on people because they don't want to lose that person because that person is actually good. Think about that. If something is not good, do you keep that shit? No, you get rid of it. You do. You get rid of it. But if you find something better, say you got a new car, but you still like your old one, you're going to keep your old one. You're not going to get rid of it. So think about that. So if you were so bad, they would have never cheated. They just would have bounced on you. There's no way you made somebody cheat. That's bullshit. That's what they're going to say, though. They're going to say, oh, yeah, you did something wrong. That's why I cheated. That's what people do, man, because they know they fucked up. They probably got with somebody else, and the karma came back on them, and now they want you to be their fucking, they want you to be their, rebound, basically. Now you the rebound. You the rebound. You their comfort blanket. But they wasn't there when you was hurt by them when they bounced, right? But now they want you to be there when these motherfuckers bounce on them. But either way, what I was trying to say, back to what I was trying to say, the main point is if you don't blame yourself, I ain't going to say if you don't blame yourself, if you just blame the other person, you see what I'm saying? Even if they did cheat, if you just blame them and not look at shit you did wrong, maybe you didn't do, like I said, you can't cause them to cheat. So I'm not saying that's your fault that they cheated. It's not your fault because they should have just left. But there's other shit that you could look at like, what else did I do? Number one, you picked the wrong person, obviously, if they cheated. That's number one. No way around that. People try to skip around that. People always want to skip around this picking the wrong person. You can't skip around that shit. That's the number one foundation thing about the whole thing. If you don't pick the right person, it's not going to work. I don't give a fuck how perfect you are. If you pick the wrong person, it's not going to work. So right there, people need to acknowledge that's the first thing you did wrong. You picked the wrong person. Even if y'all both was decent, y'all didn't work. Y'all didn't mesh right or something. Y'all gave up. Something happened to make y'all break up. So y'all wasn't the right one. No matter how you try to use the excuse of why you broke up, it don't matter. You still broke up. It didn't work out. So either way, both of y'all was not the right one for each other. Would have never broke up. Y'all done never gave up. So people got to understand this picking the wrong person thing is the foundation of the whole thing. So that right there is blame on you. You can blame them all the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck if they was Freddy Krueger. And you know what I mean? The biggest monster in the world, Freddy Krueger. I don't give a fuck. You still pick them. So you can complain and pout and all this shit about how bad they are. That's fine. You know what I mean? Maybe they are. I'm not here to say you lying. But you chose them. Remember that shit. Remember that shit. You chose them. This is very, very important. I say this all the time to men. You can complain about how women are all the fuck you want. Until you fucking blue as this fucking shirt in the face. Complain about them all day long. How bad they do this, how bad they... But you chose them type of women. You don't want that? Then you better start analyzing women more and just not going by her ass. Or this or that. You better really, really try to get to know a woman. And you still might not fucking pick the right one because people wear masks and shit. But you still have a better chance by analyzing and taking time with a woman. And not only that, prioritizing the right shit in a woman. So same thing with the women when it comes to men. A lot of women are picking the wrong men because they prioritize the wrong shit in men. They prioritize the wrong shit, man. No way around it. You prioritize the right shit in a man, you're going to pick the right man. Unless he's like putting on a mask. But if that's really him, let's hypothetically say that's really who he is. And you prioritize the real shit that you should prioritize in the man. The right shit. You're not. There's no fucking way. Unless this motherfucker switched up and changed later on in life somehow. He decided his feelings changed or something. There's no other way around that. Same thing with a woman. No way. And you doing your part too. Let me add that. Because you can have the right one and you not be doing your part. This is why people blame themselves when shit don't work. But really, it's both people, man. No matter what. No matter what happened in a relationship, it's both people, man. And the number one thing is who you picked. That's number one over all things. Then you can start looking at all this other shit. Well, this happened and that happened and that happened. But you got to accept the fact that number one thing was you picked wrong. So you got to analyze that. And realize why the fuck you picked wrong. A lot of women claim they only attract the wrong men. Well, if you're a woman that refuses to even try to give a man a choosing signal by even just speaking, that's so simple. You know what I mean? If you don't even want to do that, and you just want this motherfucker to come to you, and you claim that this is all you attract, you got to ask yourself, why are you only attracting them then? As a woman, you should ask yourself, why? Because there's got to be a reason. What are you doing to attract them? I guarantee you, man, if you're a female that carries yourself a certain way, you're going to attract certain men. Yeah, you're still going to attract some bad ones. It's impossible not to attract bad women and bad men if you're a good woman or good man. It's still going to happen. You could be a bad man, just like bad men and bad women attract good women, because ultimately we all good and bad. It's really a choice of a thing and how we behave and carry ourselves, for real, for real. But as a woman, if you just want to be the one that wants to depend on what type of men you attract, then you got to go about it the right way. You got to do things. You got to depend on things that attract men that are right. Not the bad shit. Like, let me show my ass. That's bad. That's a bad way to attract a man. It just is. Now, and I can see if it's your man already. That's different. But to attract a man that you're not even fucking with yet, that's not a good thing. I tell women all the time, do not use your looks to attract men. Don't lead with your looks. But they're not going to do that because they know that's the number one way to attract men. And that's fine. But that don't mean that's the best way to attract men. Just like there's number one ways to attract females, but they're probably not the best ways. One of them being money. But that's probably not the best way to attract a woman. It's probably the easiest. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah. It's a good. I ain't gonna say it's a good way, but it's one of the easiest ways to attract women, but it's not the best way. So yeah, y'all women with the looks and you using your looks to attract men, understand? Yeah, you're gonna attract them. But it's not going. If that man prioritizes looks, I promise you, it's not going to work. And every man wants a good looking woman, but every man don't prioritize it. Like, okay, she's good looking, but how's her heart? What does she think? How's her mind? See that? Yeah, every man prioritizes look, but that's not all. Just like every woman wants a man that got money. They can say they don't all they want, but not every woman just wants a man's money. You understand that? That's a big difference. That's a big difference. A woman who just wants a man because of his money is completely different than a woman who just wants a man that's about his money. You know what I mean? She just wants somebody to have something, to not necessarily just to provide for her, but just in general to build with. Like, because she probably trying to get her little money on too. But she just wants a man. She understands that that's part of being a man. Money don't make the man, but it's still part of being a man, going out and get your shit right. So, yeah, man. If you're the type of female that wants to attract or just wants men to come to you, you don't really want to go to them, then you could give them a choosing signal, and most importantly, how you attract them. Again, I'm gonna say this again, and I think I'm done. Your looks will attract. It's probably the best or the easiest way to attract a man, but it is not the best way. Your looks is the easiest way to attract men, but it's not the best way. Money, if you're a man, is probably the easiest way to attract women, but it is not the best way. Now, some people scratch their head like, what the fuck? Why ain't looks the best way to attract men? Because men who prioritize a woman's looks completely ignores everything else about a woman. So that right there, to me, think about this. If I'm a man that, okay, you look good, so I'm going to pick you. Guess what? The next woman, it's so easy. Oh, since I prioritize looks, this is why the next man's fucking another woman now. And another one and another one. He got a great woman at home, but he still want to fuck everybody. Because guess what? If he would have prioritized a woman by things that matter, I guarantee you the woman that he got at home, he not finding those traits in other women. See? But he can go out and find a good looking woman all day long. Here's one, here's one, here's one. Oh, now I want to fuck. See what I'm saying? But when you prioritize the right shit in a woman or man, you know what I mean? It's only going to be so many people that's going to have these type of things. And these things matter. These things hold weight when it comes to relationships actually working. But if we just pick off a dumb shit and the shit don't work, well, we got to blame ourselves. That's why we got to go back to the lab. It all starts by us picking wrong. Whether you was right or wrong, I don't give a fuck. You walked in a house and the dude was fucking another girl, or you walked in the house and she was fucking another guy. You still got to go back to why you picked this person. You know what I mean? Because that matters. People ignore that shit. You like certain things about a person. This is why a lot of times you see females, the wrong guy over and over and over again. Oh, no men want to be faithful. Yeah, the type of men you like don't want to be faithful. They don't want to be faithful. And it's usually the same type of motherfuckers. But for some reason, she doesn't see that or accept that or believe that or whatever. Same thing with men. They can cry all day about women or what the woman done. What type of women do you like? Why do you like them? Why do you like them? Again, a woman showing her ass is not a good way to attract men. I mean, it's going to attract, let me say it like this. If your goal is to attract a bunch of men, yeah, it's a good way. But if you're trying to attract a man for the right reason, not men, a man for the right reason, showing your ass ain't going to work. That's not a good way. It's just not. You want that man to really try to value you first. Then you could do that. Because you don't want him looking at other women's asses and shit, right? But then again, a man that is like, I would say the right type of man with the right type of mind, a woman with a nice ass, he gonna look, but it's not gonna jar, or it's not gonna hold any weight. Because he understands the woman he got at home or whatever is more than just nice ass. Like, this woman got all kind of shit going on. She got a good head on the shoulder, all type of shit. And you know that you can't just, that doesn't just get replaced by a nice ass. Just like a woman. She could see a dude with look like he got $1 million car or something. But that's not going to be enough for her to just jump ship. Oh shit, let me get over here. And of course a woman wants a man that has money. I said this already. But that doesn't mean that she wants a man only for his money. She just doesn't want a bum. You know what I mean? What woman, who don't? Nothing wrong with that. But it is a problem if you only prioritize the money that a man has, and that makes you pick that man. Same thing with the men with the looks. You know, you're completely ignoring all the other women that are good. They still look good just like this other one, but for this is the best looking one in your opinion, so let me pick this. And ignore everything else. And then go cry when she does you wrong. You completely ignore how she thinks, none of that. Or now you're on child support and she got another man in your house, in her house, and your kid, you know, man, I don't even want to get into that because I don't want to like offend people because I don't know who fits these, you know, these things, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know where I'm going with that shit, bro. So, yeah, man, it's important. I'm not saying it's all you. I'm gonna leave it at this and I'm done, man. It's good that you blame yourself in a way because you can look at certain things that you done wrong so you can improve. Like people who just blame it all on the other person, they not gonna improve. You know, if I sat here and say, hey, my ex did everything, they did do some shit. But I'm gonna try to look at what I did and I'm gonna try to improve, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna look at what they did so I can see that in another woman. Oh, I don't like that, I remember this. You see what I'm saying? That's why you look at what your ex did. But to just blame it, but just to blame it on them and say that's why it didn't work, now you completely ignoring the shit that you did wrong. I don't give a fuck if they cheated or not. Don't matter. What did you do wrong? You should be focusing on that. Number one thing you did wrong was pick the wrong person. So if they cheated and you didn't do shit wrong, you still picked the wrong person. You judged the character of a person wrong. No way around it. But nobody wants to acknowledge that. Everybody wants to act like this doesn't matter. This is the fucking first step to building the fucking foundation. Picking the right person. So I'm about to have somebody build my house, right? And I'm just gonna pick anybody just because I like them. Oh, that company looks like a nice company. I like their logo. I'm gonna just pick them. See what I'm saying? I didn't even analyze. If it's not the right person, I don't give a fuck how good of a woman or man you are. It's not gonna work. In the end, it's not gonna work. But some of y'all want a person you lust more than the right person. So, hey, I guess you don't care that much about being played and sharing motherfuckers with people and all this shit. I do. Ain't no way I'm picking a fucking Barbie doll model over a good looking woman that is faithful, loyal, and all that shit. I don't give a fuck about that Barbie doll shit. Well, she look a little bit better. Guess what? This woman that I pick over here, once I get more attached to her, shit, ain't no woman in the world. It don't even matter. She look the best now. She look better than anybody because I'm attached to her. I care about her. You see? But, you know, most people don't even see it like that, man. They eyes is everywhere, man. And they private parts and everything. So it is what it is, man. A lot of people, man, that's what they do. It is what it is. I'm not here to change the world. You shouldn't either. Don't try to change people. Just move around them. Oh, you do this, you on this. Okay, let me move over here. You know what I'm saying? I can't change women. So if I'm trying to pick the right woman, I got to accept I got to accept women for who they are. Oh, this is who she is. Okay, that's fine. Moving along. I can't be like, well, I like her so much, I hope she changes. No, that's who she is. And I can't like them for the wrong reasons. A lot of that is the problem. It's not some women, for example, are not accepting men for who they are. It's the fact that the reason why they like men for who they are has nothing to do with right as far as relationship material. They don't get that part though. So they will pay for it. You know what I mean? Oh, he's a street dude. He's a street nigga. I like that. My pussy's wet. That's a wrong reason to like a guy. You can say what the fuck you want. It's a wrong reason to like a guy. You want to like a guy for that reason? You're going to pay for that. Unfortunately, music and shit glorifies this and tells us that this is what we should like. We should like a bad bitch. No, we should like queens, more like grandmas. Not saying a young woman should be like a grandma, but how they carry themselves more. more of this bad bitch shit is cool to a certain extent, but it's also poisonous, man. But you know, you get more attention doing that. Just like you get more attention being the player. So I'm gonna be the player. I'm not gonna be the good guy. I'm not gonna be the husband. Nobody wants him. Let me be the player. And that's what men are doing. But it's stupid because at the end of the day, they're only really attracting women who are off in the mind. That's why they want those type of guys. A woman who has a sharp mind and is on point does not want that type of guy. Neither does a man. So y'all all been deceived by, yeah, you're getting the quantity. Yeah, you're getting the quantity, but you're not getting the quality. In other words, you're getting all kind of women and men attention and shit, but you're not getting the quality ones. Because the quality ones the quality ones are right by default, and I feel like the quality ones value shit that matters. That makes a woman or man quality. It just does. You can say what you want about big ass, he's tattoos and all. You can say all you want about that shit. What does that have to do with somebody being the right person? Plain and simple, man. That's what it is. Like a right woman is a right woman, a bad woman is a bad woman. I can't change that. I can like what I want. I can lust what I want, but I'm not changing who's right and who's right is right and wrong is wrong. It don't matter how I feel. What is right and what is wrong? There's no changing this, people. So until you accept this shit, you're going to keep picking what you think is right and what you want right and all this bullshit, man. And you as a person. Well, I don't have a lot of men. I don't have to be faithful to one woman. I'm still a good dude. Nah, you're not, because that's not part of being a good dude. How you a good dude when you making a woman share you and all this shit? So if you still a good dude, if you decide to fuck with a bunch of women behind your girl back, if she do it, does that make her a good woman? Or yeah, I said that wrong. My bad. You a good man. My bad. I think I said good one. I didn't mean to say that. If you are a good man and you do this behind your woman's back, does that make you say you're still a good man, right? So if your woman do it, does that make her a good woman? What's the difference? You see how men try to flip this shit? Sometimes women with certain shit they do when it comes to men. Like if you're a good man, you would do everything for me, right? But then it doesn't apply to her. Well, how the fuck are you a good woman if you do nothing and only say I gotta do everything for you? Not saying that a man shouldn't do for a woman, but I'm just saying, think about what the fuck people be saying. They don't even be making sense. They don't. It's all about me, me, me. And, you know, that's the same people that blame everything on everybody when the shit breaks up, man. So, yeah, I'm out this motherfucker, man. All I know is, put it like this. When it comes to me in relationships, I could do better. So I'm going to look at what the fuck I could do better. And when it comes to who I picked, I could do better too. You see what I'm saying? There's shit that was good about them and there's shit was bad about them. And I need to analyze those things and analyze why I chose them and why I shouldn't have chose them. Or I could be dumb and just ignore all this shit and just blindly hope that this shit don't happen no more. Come on, man. Y'all gotta wake the fuck up, man. You know, it's your fault and it's their fault. No way around it. No matter what, no matter if I caught a woman cheating in my bed, I come home right now, caught a woman cheating in my bed. It's still my fault. I still picked her. You know, I could cry on Facebook, man, women ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? I picked that woman. And there's a billion other women that I could have chose that are good that wouldn't have done that. But I didn't pick that one, right? I picked this one. So I have to be accountable for that. I can't act like it doesn't exist, or I will do the same thing again. I'll make the same poor choice again, because I'm not holding myself accountable for the fact that I picked some wrong shit. I'm not holding myself accountable, man. I'm just saying that, nah, it's not me. It was just them. Ignoring the whole fact that I picked this person. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how people do that. But you picking the wrong person is part of you too. That's another thing. Because when you start changing as a woman or man and start prioritizing things that really matter, all these things, you start changing as a woman or man, your choice starts changing. That's why the 15-year-old me, all I care about is ass. Oh, she got a nice ass, big ass. The me now, yeah, I like the nice ass. But guess what? It's more than that, because guess what? Just because a woman got a nice ass don't mean she won't play me or cheat on me and be fucking another guy. What's his nice ass good for if she fucking another guy? The fuck? Unless we just go be fucking each other. But if we trying to be something, what the fuck? What does her looks mean if she's just gonna let other men benefit off these looks too? It means nothing. Don't matter if she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my fucking life. Y'all not getting it, man. That's why by default she becomes ugly. Like if a woman really ain't right for me, then by default she's ugly. Even if she's the most beautiful girl in the world, she's not right for me. So I cannot dwell on, oh, I want this person to be something they not. And a lot of people do this shit, man. They start sleeping with somebody and this and that. They want this person to be this and that, and they not this and that. So it is what it is, man. Got to set reality for what the fuck it is, man. Yeah, man. It's both sides, man. It takes two to fuck up, man. Plain and simple. And it starts with choice. Who chose, I mean, not who, but it starts with people choosing each other. Bottom line. If two people are right and they choose each other, it's going to work. If it's not going to work. I don't give a fuck if one's right. And I don't care if one's a good woman and one's a good man, or one is not and one is, or whatever. If they still not right for each other, remember, good woman and man ain't just enough to be the right one. You see what I'm saying? It's just not. You could be a good person and still cheat on your woman or something. I've seen it. So-called men, they decent people, but they still cheat. So-called women, good people, they still cheat or do whatever the fuck they want to do. Or maybe they don't cheat. Maybe they just do other things. Maybe they neglect a person, the man or woman they with. There could be a lot of shit. So, yeah, I'm out, man. And let me say this. Everybody's different. Like, something that works right for me might not work for you. Like, another man, this woman doesn't want to cook, right? And that doesn't work for him. But for me, I'm like, I don't care if she cooks or not. She does this and this and this. See, that's another thing that people got to take into consideration when you consider who's right and who's wrong. You know, a lot of it's preference and what do you like and what's deal breakers and what's not deal breakers and all this shit. It's a lot of shit, man. That's why people got to take their time. But most people ain't serious out here anyway, man. They just trying to fuck anybody they can. And like I said in the status earlier about that shit, either they trying to make you a part of your life, or they're trying to make you either they're trying to make you a part of their life, or they're trying to make you a benefit in some way. Even if it's just attention, and they might not even be trying to fuck you. Well, of course, a guy, that's different. But if you're a woman, if you're a dude, she might not be trying to fuck you. She might just use you for attention or something. So either they trying to make you a part of their life, or that you're going to be a part of their rotation of sex, attention, or benefits, man. So ain't no in between, dog. Either a motherfucker fucking with you or they not. And get rid of them quickly if they not, because you hanging on to motherfuckers that you think might have this or that, your feelings and all this shit, your expectations and all this shit, right? But then another one, the right one, come along, but you can't fucking do nothing because you caught up with this motherfucker. Happens all the time. Don't be caught up with the wrong motherfucker when the right one might come past in your life, man. That's why it's important to get rid of motherfuckers. And it's important to have standards and shit like that, because if you have standards and things like that, see, people who really don't have standards like that, they always got another boyfriend or girlfriend constantly. They always with somebody else. They always tied up with somebody else. So when the right one does come along, they ain't even ready. They are caught up in some shit. They distracted. They can't even love you. They can't even fuck with you and give you a chance to even have they all, because they fucking with this one, this one, this one. They on a date with this one, this one, this one. All this shit, man. People act like they don't know what the fuck they want. If you know what you want, you ain't gotta do all this, because you know what you want. Well, I ain't ran across the one I want yet. Let me just keep self-improving and working and doing this or that. You know what I'm saying? Versus, let me talk to this one and this one and this one. You know what I'm saying? I gave the example. What if I'm just fucking the girl, talking to a girl I really don't want, right? And then I end up meeting a girl that I really like and shit. We want to date or something. And then the other girl or girls or whatever I'm talking to are just fucking call. And then she see that. Well, I just fucked that up. That never would have happened if I had just been patient and on my shit. Or it could be vice versa with a woman. Some dude blowing up your phone or something. Or it could be just a dude you use just a text as a text buddy or something. Now, this guy that you actually like thinking, man, she probably for the streets, dog. So I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't get it, man. I'm out this bitch, man.